everybody, and welcome to another episode of F&I Focus, the only podcast dedicated to building better F&I departments throughout the country. I'm your host, Ken Gordon, with the Ford Protect SDR Profit Builder program, and I'd like to take a minute here before we get started to thank all of you who are tuning in on a regular basis. We appreciate your support so much as we grow and build and continue to improve on this project. We can't do this without you. So thanks for showing up every week. Please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you'll be alerted when new content shows up. And remember to give us a thumbs up and leave some feedback as well so we know we're on the right track. Last time on F&I Focus, we talked about compliance and ethics and how unbelievably important it is in today's world to focus on doing everything right. Dot the I's and cross the T's. Make sure you are and stay in compliance. Today we're going to talk about some F&I best practices. Those things that you do on a daily basis that consistently produce above average results. Best practices include everything from process and technique to attitude and enthusiasm. So let's start with attitude and enthusiasm, because as we all know, and you've heard it before, attitude is everything. Keep your attitude and enthusiasm at the top of the scale and everything else just seems to work out. But how do you do that? Sometimes it just isn't that easy. There's pressure at home, there's pressure on the job, deadlines and objectives to meet, kids to raise, bills to pay, etc., etc., etc. Well, here's a couple of tips. Number one, remember, you get to choose how you react to any situation. When something happens that you were not expecting, you decide how to react. It's your decision. Choose to explode or choose to remain calm and maybe learn something from the experience. It's your choice. Choose wisely. Be professional. Don't let outside influences affect or infect your thoughts or your attitude. Number two, self-talk. How you think and talk to yourself is so important. Make your self-talk work for you, not against you. Positive affirmations, constructive thinking, whatever terminology you want to apply, use these inner monologues to elevate your mindset. Get your mind right before you start your day. Go to work excited about everything you're going to accomplish today. Number three, hang out with positive people. It's been said that you are who you hang out with, so choose the most positive and upbeat people you know and go hang out with them. So now let's talk a little bit about process and technique. As a professional F&I manager in today's world, you have to be aware of the consumer's higher expectations. Let's face it, today's consumer is more educated, more knowledgeable, has instant access to information, and in many cases, they've come in with their guard up and in a defensive posture. So here's a few best practices about process and technique. Number one, make it easy to do business with you and your dealership. You've heard it said that you have to sell yourself first. Be easy, be friendly, be confident. If a customer likes you, trusts you, and believes you have their best interest in mind, they become interested in what you have to say. But if they think you're trying to sell them something that they don't think they need, they stop listening. Once that happens, it's very difficult to turn that around and to win them over. Number two, get off your high horse. Greet the customer on the showroom floor at the salesperson's desk and be of service. Start by offering them a cold drink or coffee. If they feel like you're there to serve them, their whole attitude changes and they become willing to engage. Also, don't waste a lot of time. Build some rapport, but get down to business quickly. Remember your 3 responsibilities. Assist them with their funding needs, answer any questions they may have, and get them on their way as soon as possible. Number 3, maximize the effectiveness of your menu and your presentation. Remember, a menu is just a piece of paper. It doesn't sell anything. You, as the professional F&I manager, have that ability and that responsibility. Why not customize the menu while you're discussing the customer's needs? It's okay to bring the customer into your office to conduct the interview and build your menu while you're talking to them. Customers want to see what you're doing, so let them. Number 4, use visual aids to help sell products. Because we're selling intangible products, we should be using visuals to help the customer see the need for our products. It's easy to draw a simple chart to illustrate the value of gap insurance, or use a scrap jar with screws, nails, or anything that could puncture a tire or rip it to shreds. Number 5, engage the customer. In today's world, we need to get the customer to participate and sell themselves on the value of our products. So rather than just telling the customer when their factory warranty expires, why not have them tell you? Rather than just talking about the technology, hand them an engine control module. Compare an older owner's manual to a newer one that's 3 to 4 times thicker, and then ask them why they think it's so much thicker. This is another great way to use the visuals that we discussed earlier. And now the customer is fully participating in the process. Number 6, be proud of the products that you offer. It's time to eliminate the idea that the sole purpose of the F&I office is to make more money on each deal. Is the money important? Yes, absolutely. But put yourself in the customer's shoes for just a minute and understand that every customer has the right to know what his or her options are. Each option should be explained, and all of the customer's questions should be answered. You can't answer the questions if you don't know and believe in the products. And just as a side note here, if a customer ever asks you, "Do you buy this on your car?" you better honestly be able to say yes. And best practice number 7, implement a sales training program in your dealership. Did you ever wonder why a sales team doesn't give you a good, clean turnover of the customer? It's probably because they haven't been trained. As a professional manager in your dealership, you have a responsibility to help train the sales team to endorse the products and to give you a good customer turnover. If you don't explain to them how to do it, they don't know. And once you've trained them, train them again. Training is a never-ending process. You should attend all sales meetings and always bring something of value to the table. Share ideas that can help them close more deals. Be a participant, not an observer. So there you have it, friends, some F&I best practices that may help you make some more money in today's world of F&I. Thanks for joining me today for another episode of F&I Focus. Make it great, don't give up, and practice your craft. I'm Ken Gordon with the Ford Protect SDR Profit Builder Program, and I'll see you next time on F&I Focus.